Hello, I am Metro Giles from the Transportation Equity Stops First Coalition in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I would like to share our story as to how we secured the 3 missing stations to be added to the light rail project. This coalition is made up of 67 community organizations and residents. Our main focus is the Central Corridor light rail line must maximize benefits to those living and working on or near the corridor. Residents must have better transit options, better access to jobs, housing, and services, and these residents must not bear any negative impacts of the project. Through a comprehensive strategy, our coalition secured the 3 missing stations for the environmental justice communities on the Central Corridor. Those stations being Hamlin, Victoria, Western. Originally, there was gaps of a mile apart. By securing these stations, we was able to provide the accessibility to the line. 45 years ago, another major transportation project, Highway I-94, devastated the historic African-American Rondo neighborhood. 70 businesses and 400 families were displaced. We are not going to allow this history to repeat itself. For the 3 stops, a major obstacle was the cost effectiveness index. It created a barrier in the project budget for adding the 3 stations. Another obstacle was the inadequate environmental impact statement analysis in identifying the unfair impact of reduced transit access for the EJ communities. Our coalition initiated a statistical mapping project to identify and define the true composition of our communities. Prior to that, someone else was defining the makeup of our community, who, how, and what we did, and how that would relate to the project. Our coalition shared these findings and these mapping with people from the community who was able to read the mapping and identify it to the administrators in Washington, D.C. Last fall, at the Revolution Conference in Boston, we talked with Peter Rogoff, Federal Transit Administrator, to elevate our issues and provide him with a perspective of the human impacts of the lack of these 3 stations. We invited him to visit our community. At that meeting, we talked about the CEI barrier and showed him our maps that clearly show the disparities to the environmental justice community. On January 25th, 2010, at a historic press conference in the Rondo neighborhood, Department of Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood announced that the CEI would no longer be based on a pass-fail measure, and the 3 stations will be built for the environmental justice community on the Central Corridor. The Transportation Equity Stops First Coalition had a great success, as well as did the community, in securing these 3 missing stations. Our ultimate success will be when the environmental justice communities thrive and prosper from this major transportation investment.